Let's hope that you and the family had a blessed weekend, and man, we have got a lot to get caught up on. Senator Bernie Sanders yesterday came out and said that we need to send out more stimulus spending. That is right. Now, this is not reallocating existing funds. They want to send out more stimulus money, and he's saying nobody was complaining when we did tax cuts for wealthy corporations. Now, I've got video footage I'm going to be sharing with you. We're going to be discussing everything unfolding. This is your breaking news, stimulus check update, and stimulus package update. Now, you guys, as you know, we had heard that after the passage of the reconciliation bill, there were to be an assortment, a laundry list of executive actions passed, the first of which would be wiping out $10,000 of student loan debt and extending out the moratoriums. And that is exactly what we saw unfold, and we're expecting more to follow. We've heard this promise by Democrats. However, this very first one, they're saying that this is new spending, which the president does not hold the power of the purse. Congress does. So we're hearing that this could likely be challenged. And you guys, take a look at what's coming out here. This from Bernie Sanders. Sanders pushes back on Republicans squawking over Biden's student loan forgiveness plan. Bernie Sanders says Republicans complaining about the student loan debt forgiveness. They didn't complain when Donald Trump declared bankruptcy 6 times. And you guys, we're hearing that Bernie Sanders leading the charge in this. Sanders has the highest favorability among any possible 2024 contenders, as people are saying they approve of Bernie Sanders, but not of Biden or Trump. Now, let me know your thoughts. If Sanders took a run in 2024, would you vote for Senator Bernie Sanders as the president of the United States? Well, you guys, let me know your thoughts, but I'm going to share with you this video footage coming out. Now, we're hearing, like I said, this is new spending, and this could complicate things. We had heard from Miguel Cardano, Education Secretary, that they needed to pull existing funds from the American Rescue Plan Act. We've heard there's over $800 billion sitting there, and pay for this $300 billion of new funds to go out for student loan debt and wiping this out. But we're hearing this is new spending, and this, they're saying, is probably going to be inflationary, and they're saying this is negatively going to impact our entire economy, and people are saying, why are the rest of us having to suffer for those that have student loan debt? And a lot of people are saying, why even do this provision? Why not start off with just sending out provisions to help out everybody with stimulus checks? Now, we've heard that stimulus check provisions, they are still possibly on the table here, but we've heard that strategically sending out the most popular provisions would be a good idea as we get closer to midterm elections. And this was just the first of what we had heard would be many provisions to go out. So we will see, you guys. Let me know your thoughts, but this first one could have a lot of issues. And you're going to hear Bernie Sanders say, it's all about midterms right now. They're trying to get things done in the midterm elections, and this could be devastating if the very first executive action gets blocked immediately. Now, we will see. Let's dive into the video footage. But before we do, also wanted to mention the Relief Roadmap Project, the comprehensive list of every single stimulus check in the nation. I've been working on this for months now, you guys, pouring in hours and hours, tons of money, bringing people on. And you guys, before I left on vacation this weekend, went away with the family to celebrate 16 years of marriage with my beautiful wife. We got the list ready. Now, I'm just finalizing some stuff on the website, but it looks like this week, be ready, we're going to be launching this, and it's just going to simplify things. It's going to make it so easy so you don't have to spend tons of time searching, wondering, am I missing out on things? Because there's literally over 100 different stimulus checks I have in this list right now, active across the nation on state, city, and county levels. A lot of people think there's just the federal checks. There's not. There's tons of checks, but a lot of times people don't know about these programs, and you have to apply. You got to be eligible. They're only available for a limited amount of time, and I want to make sure nobody on my channel misses out, that you get everything that is available to you. You don't miss out on anything because you know about everything. And you guys, that's going to be coming out here very soon. We are approaching, I can't believe it, 10,000 people that want access to this, and there's so many people out there hurting that need help. You guys, I hope that this is going to be a blessing to you. So keep an eye out for that this week, you guys. But with that being said, let's dive right in. Now, before we do me a quick favor. Smash your like button for the YouTube algorithm. Helps out the channel a ton. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Share this out if you think it could help out other people. If this is your first time here and you want to stay up to date, it's totally free. All you got to do is very quickly hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. I'll keep you up to speed on everything going on with stimulus, Congress, our economy. And if you got any specific questions for me, 3 best way to get a hold of me by far, please ignore the scammers that put my picture and say, try to contact me on WhatsApp and I'll help you get a loan, or I'll help you out with learning about growing wealth and personal finance. But with that being said, you guys, let's dive into this video footage and take a look at Bernie Sanders and what he has to say. And like I said, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.
We're going to hear now from Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont. Senator Sanders, thanks for joining us again this morning. You just heard Senator Blunt right there. He said this program is unfair. It's going to hurt the economy.
Well, he's wrong. 60% of the benefits go to people who are on Pell Grants. 87% of the benefits go to people who are making $75,000 a year. Look, I know it is shocking, George, to some Republicans that the government actually, on occasion, does something to benefit working families and low-income people. I don't hear any of these Republicans squawking when we give massive tax breaks to billionaires, when we have an effective tax rate today such that the 1% have a lower effective tax rate than working people, where major corporations in a given year don't pay a nickel in federal taxes. That's okay. But suddenly when we do something for working people, it is a terrible idea. I was in Boston last week and I was talking to nurses, and these nurses were telling me that they are working in some cases 2 jobs, outrageous hours, partly in order to pay for the student debts that they have accumulated. So in my view, the president did the right thing. And we have got to be really thinking about higher education in general. And in my view, at a time when hundreds of thousands of bright young people can't even afford to go to college, if we're going to be competitive in a global economy, we need to make public colleges and universities tuition free.
As you know, Senator Sanders, it's not just Republicans who have criticized this program. Several of your Democratic colleagues who are up for re-election this year have criticized it as well. Michael Bennet said President Biden should have included a plan to pay for it. Catherine Cortez Masto, she says it doesn't address the root cause of college affordability. And to your point, Tim Ryan, who's running for Senate in Ohio, said it's unfair to those with student loans, without student loans, who are struggling to make ends meet, working people.
Well, the truth is, in a sense, that criticism is correct, but the answer is not to deny help to people who cannot deal with these horrendous student debts, who are delaying getting married, delaying even having children. The answer is that maybe, just maybe, we want to have a government that works for all working people and not just the people on top. So the answer, I think, is to say, yeah, if you are a working person right now, you're worried about what happens to you when you are retiring. Well, maybe we should demand that the wealthiest people in this country start paying their fair share of taxes so we can expand Social Security, improve the benefits, and protect those workers. Maybe we should raise the minimum wage to a living wage for low-income workers. Maybe we should do what every other major country on earth does, George, and guarantee health care to all people as a human right, rather than spending twice as much per capita on health care as other countries and leaving 70 million Americans uninsured and underinsured. Maybe we should have the courage to take on the drug companies and not pay 10 times more for a particular drug than they do in other countries. So the answer is not to do what Republicans want to do, is like, oh, it's unfair to this person because we're helping that person. The answer is maybe to create a government which works for all people and not just for wealthy campaign contributors. And by the way, George, we don't talk about this enough. We got to deal with this massive income and wealth inequality. 3 people on top owning more wealth than the bottom half of American society. That's some of the issues that we got to deal with.
You can't address any of those without more Democrats in the Senate. How are you feeling about the midterms right now? We know there are a lot of headwinds for Democrats, but there have been some successes over the course of the summer.
Yeah, I think that what the Supreme Court did in saying to every woman in America, you can't control your own body. Your state government will make a decision on this most personal matter of an abortion. I think that the American people are saying, excuse me, in America, in the year 2022, women will make that decision. And I think that decision is going to reverberate very poorly for Republicans who think that women do not have a right to control their own bodies. I think the gun violence that we have seen is also going to play a role. People understand, whether you're Democrats or Republicans, that we common sense gun safety legislation. So I think there is a reasonable chance that Democrats will retain control over the Senate. I certainly hope we get more than 50 in the Senate, that we get at least 52, so we can start going forward and protecting working people in a way we have not been able to do up to now.
You heard Senator Blunt on former President Trump's legal exposure right now. Your take on the affidavit?
Well, my take is there's something a little bit absurd when it appears that we have a former president who has taken highly classified documents to his own residence. I mean, it's just incomprehensible to me. But then again, when we talk about President Trump, there's a lot of incomprehensible things.
So there you have it, you guys. That was Senator Bernie Sanders. And let me know what you think. Midterm elections are coming up. They want student loan debt forgiveness. He's saying that we need to wipe it out. And you heard him say, like, yes, this is only helping those individuals. And yes, this is new spending, but we cannot deny those that need help. And he's saying wipe it out, even though it could be an inflationary element, since we're hearing that it's not being paid for. This is new spending, which is a legal issue by the president. If there's reallocation of existing funds, which we've seen before with former President Donald Trump with the LWA program, he took existing FEMA funds, reallocated and repurposed them to go out for an extension and an enhancement of unemployment benefits on a federal level. The LWA program, that was deemed okay. It was not challenged. They let it go through. But this is new spending, not reallocations like we had heard. So this could be an issue. And we're going to be seeing if this is challenged, because if it is and it's deemed unlawful, that means this is not going to be going through. Now, we will see. And like I said, I will keep you up to date every step of the way. But you guys, that is the latest. And we will see what the repercussions are for other provisions like child tax credits, Social Security increases, stimulus checks. And like I said, I'll keep you up to speed. But with that being said, you guys, that is the latest. And as always, thank you so much for joining me here on the channel. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, smash that like button if you appreciate the content. Leave your comments, share this out. If you want to stay up to date, it's totally free. And turn on that notification bell. Any specific questions for me, consider joining my section to learn about growing wealth and personal finance. And as I mentioned, if you haven't already, add your email to get added to the wait list for the comprehensive stimulus checklist for every check in the nation, the relief roadmap, which is going to be released here. I think we're going to have this done this week very soon, you guys. So very excited to get this out. I think it is going to be a blessing to so many people. But with that being said, I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless.